Good morning, everyone on YouTube. I'm just getting myself sorted here with my other channels. Head onto your mat, but in the process, gather up your props. I think we'll use a strap today, and I also think we should have our blocks with us and something to sit on so we can be comfortable when we set ourselves up. So yeah, just momentarily. There we go. That looks good. I'll just pop that one back a little bit. Hope you've had a nice, restful evening and you're ready for your morning practice. So let's come into our comfortable cross-leg position. Sitting on a prop, a bolster, or a block, placing the hands on your knees and drawing a breath in through your nose and closing down your eyes. And opening your mouth and freshening up the respiratory system. Inhale through the nose. Let's share another one like that. So inhale deeply. And when you get to the top of the breath and you think you're full, pause and take another sip. Let's hold that breath, inhale. And then from the very bottom of your lungs, exhale. And when you get to the bottom of the breath, exhale some more. Hold. Re-inhale. Lengthen the spine. Lift the chest with the buoyancy of the breath in your lungs. And then exhale smoothly. Take a moment now just to scan your body, to arrive in your physical body on your mat and feel into those layers. Maybe there's those layers of resistance or there's layers of abundance. Just allow those to coexist in this sense of a compassionate mindset to harmonize them so that we create a unified flow in the direction of more. We think of these as our opposing sentiments, and they exist because they must. It's a reminder that not everything is super comfortable and a lovely little comfort zone. It's a challenge some days. There's difficulties, there's hardships, there's distress. And so yoga is a tool to address our reactions, our default patterns to when those moments of stress, anxiety, fatigue, difficulty arrive. How do we meet them? And the encouragement would be through this practice to find equanimity, to not be bothered so much by those experiences, but recognize them for the lessons they teach you. On your next inhale, sweep the hands up high and wide overhead to lengthen and lift through your fingertips, and then come through your heart center exhale. We'll share 3 breaths and begin our practice with an Om. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale for Om. Big breath in. Nourishing breath out. Rub the palms together and ignite your inner fire. Really tune into the warmth you can create between the palms as the friction transforms. Cover the eyes with the hands and absorb that nourishment. Welcome it in. Peel the hands away from your face, flutter open your eyes, and arrive in your space. Good morning and welcome to your practice. Let's begin with our spinal balance. So holding your knees, inhale, lift the chin, open the chest, look up, exhale breath, dome the back, belly button in, chin to chest, look towards your groin. So inhale, lifts the chin. The hands are the leverage to help arch the spine, widen the chest. Exhale, hands again are the leverage, allowing the spine to press to the wall behind you, belly button in. So inhale, extend and lift through spine. Exhale, round and dome through spine as you flex and draw in. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, chin to chest and round. This morning's practice will be a 10-minute Kundalini practice that I do every single day. So I'll share that with you. And then we'll move into the postural yoga experience after that. So keep it up with me here, just warming up the spine, welcoming in the movement through the vertebral column. Next time the chin goes to chest, interlace your hands behind your head, hug your elbows into your peripheral vision. And then on your inhale, start to lift the chin and chest, open the elbows wide, but ground through the sit bones. Exhale, chin to chest with a mouth open. So the inhale's through the nose, and the exhale. One more here. Okay, the spine should feel nice and warmed up now. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Left hand on your knee, peace fingers right hand to third eye. Block right nostril with thumb. Inhale through left. Block left nostril, open right with a pump at the navel center. Pump the air out. Close the right, re-inhale left. Close the left, open right, and pump. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep going. Get that little snap in of the belly button to pump into Manipura chakra, to activate the fire element and ignite that fire with your breath. Okay, recalibrate, breathe through both nostrils and let that just happen as it did. Now, block the left nostril, inhale right. Close right nostril, exhale left with a pump. Reblock left, reopen right. Reblock right, reopen left. Pump. Nice. Lower your right hand down. Integrate that. Just take a moment to have a breathe through both nostrils. Ida and Pingala Kriya now, this sense of encouragement of harmonizing the flow of energy along our spine. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows are wide. Twist to your right and inhale through your nose. And then twist to your left. And with that O-shaped mouth we made earlier, exhale the breath. Right is the inhale. Exhale left. Eyes are open. Next time you twist to the left, pause. Re-inhale left, exhale right. Elbows are wide. That expiration allows for a little bit of a sensation that might be dizziness, or perhaps it helps you just drop into the movement, melting away the outside world for a moment, turning it all off. Slowly come through your center. Now let's continue with our Kriya practice. Twist to your right and recite out loud Hut, H-A-T. Twist to your left, recite out loud Hari. Hut, hurry, 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 hut. Go really deep here. Just let the sound become a metronome that bounces you back and forth, right to left, melting away the outside world. Hut, hurry, 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 hut. Hold your shoulders, elbows lifted and wide. Hut, hurry, 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 hut. Coming back through your center, integrate that with your hands on your shoulders. Recognize how the Kundalini energy starts to activate through the thighs, and you can feel an upward lift of current rising through the body. Extend your arms out 60-degree angle, hug your thumbs in first, and then roll the fingers over the top. Ego Conqueror asks us to sit in the difficulty, the discomfort, and the challenge of holding the arms up against the forces of gravity and igniting the shoulder, allowing that shoulder girdle to get some strength and resilience against fatigue and stress. Because many of us place the weight of the world on our shoulders. We put all of these burdens upon ourselves. We put all of these belief systems against our own architecture, and you transplant that into the subtle body through stress and fatigue. So whilst you're holding and maintaining this posture, stare off on the horizon at a dot on your wall and feel into how, with your breath, you can overcome this obstacle, this difficulty, this challenge, because it's a reminder that challenges come and go. Every single day is full of them. But often we get caught in that stress doom cycle of constantly allowing them to interrupt our movement in the direction of more. So as you stay here and you empower yourself to hold up those arms, to widen the chest, to focus on the horizon, and to tune in to the strength within, we're going to stay for another 60 seconds. Lift a little higher with me. Hold the thumbs a little firmer. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Cactus your arms. Shiva to the right out loud. Shakti to the left. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva. Keep going. Let yourself drop into the harmonizing, unifying expression of these two mantras whilst you shift from side to side, twisting at the navel center and encouraging Manipura chakra to begin that journey upwards, just like a beautiful match struck on its lighter, and you see the flame lift. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva, Shakti. Come through your center. Extend your arms up. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's vibrational aspects have come into your world and you're just like, they have got negativity, anger, hostility. I don't need that in my life. Happens all the time, right? If it does happen to you, take this beautiful little Kriya. We go like this with fingers wide lifted, 3-part inhale, gather the hands into a fist. There's your 3-part inhale. Then with your exhale, you press away negativity, stress, and fatigue. So you're cleansing your auric field. You lift your arms and then the 3-part inhale. One more. Hands at your heart, chin to chest. Well done. Congratulations. Thanks for that. Continue now into our postural yoga practice. So roll down onto your back. Grab a towel, a belt, or if you own a yoga strap, grab one of those. And we'll begin by lying on our back with our left knee bent and placing the strap, the belt, the towel over the ball of the right foot. Lifting the right leg up to the ceiling and curling the toes back towards your face. Warming up your hamstrings with a tuck of the chin, more length in the back of your neck, more groundedness in your spine. Press up and draw back with the towel, the strap, the belt, whatever you've got in your own home, as you really start to tune into the sensation of the hamstrings. Micro adjust at your ankle as you feel into how the backs of the knees, where I gather a lot of tension and stickiness, can be really quite texturized by a little micro movement in the ankle joint. Soften through the hip crease, soften through the belly button area, and just let that be super spongy and soft. Take the foot to the 11 o'clock point. So we're going into the center line and over to the left, and we're holding there for a few cycles of breath and just tuning into the inner thigh. See if we can get an even spread of weight across the sacrum and the lower back on the mat. And then come back through your center and take it over to the right about 1 o'clock in the morning or the afternoon. And just feel again that even spread of weight across the lower back. Lengthen the left leg out and take the foot all the way over to the left. So hold your towel, control the descent down so that you find the spinal twist here. The sacrum starts to lift And with your towel, strap, or belt, you're holding the foot and you're drawing it back. Your left leg is long underneath you and you're on your left hip. The twist at the torso, the re-extension of the right arm out to the right. We look to the right and we stay for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now use the belt to come back to your center line, lifting the leg up, removing the strap, belt, towel, and lowering your right foot down onto the mat, knee points to ceiling. Let's take that through the other side. So left leg will lift, the belt, the strap, or your towel goes over the ball of the foot. With the bent knee and sole of foot of opposite leg on the mat, it's more supportive in this situation. So as you look up at your toes, curl them back towards you and make those micro adjustments in, I said the ankle, but it's really originating all the way down at the top of the thigh. The femoral head entering into the socket and you're just getting this little movement around. You're drawing back with the towel, the belt, the strap, whatever you've got, as much as you can to tune into the warmth that starts to flow along the spine and along the back body, for the glutes and the thigh as you start to activate this beautiful stretch. Take it over to the 1 o'clock position now. So we're coming through the center line with the foot. You're really starting to feel into hamstrings and other parts of the body that are really sensation. Coming back through your center and over to the left. Then re-extend your right leg long down your mat away from you and use the strap in your right hand to slowly lower the leg, the foot, all the way down to the right. Once you feel into that, the left arm goes to the left. Unfortunately, I can't get all the way down here because I have a microphone strapped to my hip, but that right leg can come to the ground, the curl of the toes back towards your face, activating the tissues of the back of the leg, waking up the back of the knee. Good. One more breath. And then as you come back through your center, let go of that strap belt combination, lengthen both legs out and just let everything integrate there for a moment. And then lift the knees over the hips, shins parallel to the earth. Draw the belly button in and place your hands on your thighs. Press the thighs back into your hands and the hands into the thighs to activate our core as we feel how the lumbar is supported by the mat underneath us. And the pressure you apply on your thighs and the pressure the thighs apply on your hands will be the amount and extent to which you can target the core. You can activate the strength from within, the Manipura chakra, and allow that heat element, the fire, to transmute negativity, limiting beliefs, stress, and fatigue. One more breath. Nice. Hug the knees in, give yourself a cuddle, a squeeze, a roll around your back. Rock and roll up to a cross-leg position. Shift forward onto your all fours. Start to move through your spine in a cow and cat-like motion. It's allowing yourself to dome through the back, chin to chest. Feel free to have a tuck of the toes and send some weight back towards the heels in that fluid movement. You should be able to integrate pelvic tucks and tilts as you feel into the soles of your feet. An area of our bodies that gets very, very constricted and restricted by the shoes we wear, not to mention the toes as well. So feel free to have that little tuck of the toes and get into the tissues of the toes. Re-lower the tops of the feet down, recreate your tabletop position, lift your thumbs, lift your palms and come forward onto 4 fingers of each hands, hinged at your first row of knuckles. Lift and lower the palms, a beautiful stretch and warm up for your wrists and forearms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then sit back on your heels and flick out the wrists out wide, lifting the arms up. And then if you can, reverse the direction on the way down. Sweep the hands back, interlace the fingers, extend the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. If you can flip the palms to face away from you, that's a really nice stretch for your wrists and forearms as well. Let's warm up the calves all the way down to the Achilles. So shift forward onto your shins and knees. Widen your stance so that it's about a hip width, and take your right ankle over the left calf muscle, and then slide the leg down the calf muscle to the Achilles, and then really feel the flick off the top of that foot. So return the right knee and right toes back down. Lift the left foot so it slides the top of the ankle over the right calf muscle, and you slide the shin down, Achilles over the back of the foot. Do that 2 more times on each side. And in this process, we're squeezing out stickiness and restriction through the calf muscles all the way through to the Achilles tendon, an area where a lot of people gather some serious levels of tension. The calves as well, lots of tension there. See it all the time. Good. One more. Nice. Come back to your tabletop position and set up our downward facing dog. Place your hands a handprint further down the mat away from you. Tuck your toes. Send your hips back towards your heels. Then look back at your legs and pedal the feet. Bend the knees. Windscreen wiper the heels. Do whatever you need to do here to warm up the back of your body. But recognize how that row of knuckles is grounded. The palms are spread, the wrists are neutral, and the shoulders are soft, but still very active. And as we take a moment now in downward facing dog, pause for a few cycles of breath. Walk forward to the top of your mat. Exhale, breath. Upon arrival, grab your blocks, place them on their highest height. Halfway lift and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, fold. We'll do 2 more like that. Halfway lift and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Exhale, fold. Place the blocks out wide to the side of your mat. Catch your elbows, ragdoll. Bend the knees generously, tummy on the thighs. Hinge off the hips. Head hangs heavy. Soften the hip creases, soften the belly. Just let yourself drape off your hips in a forward fold. Awareness here is through the 4 corners of the feet. Can you feel that there's an even spread of weight? Arms dangle towards the earth, and on an inhale breath, you roll up vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, chin to chest, unrolling into your mountain pose. Arriving in your standing posture, avoid fixing your clothes, just let yourself arrive so that you're fully present, pressing through the 4 corners of your feet, neutral in the pelvis, active in the legs, ribs knitted in, lifted through the chest and wide, arms long, fingers spread, crown of head lifted. Big toes come to touch, hands come to heart, chin to chest. If you're working with an intention today, if you want to share your gift with somebody, feel free to do so here. A few cycles of breath. Sweep the hands up and overhead on your next inhale. Reach and rise to the ceiling together. Have a lovely little flow this morning. Exhale breath. fold. As you hinge at the hips, lower the hands down towards the earth. Your blocks are there. Halfway lift and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into high plank. Holding our plank with 5 strong cycles of breath. It's the same alignment as we just had in our Tadasana. So we're long, we're strong, we're grounded through the balls of the feet and the hands, but the legs are active, the pelvis is neutral, the belly's drawn in, the shoulders are active, the crown of head's lengthened. We look forward and away for 2. And then we lower the knees down for 1. Cross the ankles behind us, draw the heels towards our buttocks. With a hug of the elbows towards your torso, we look forward, inhale here, and then exhale, lower halfway down. We press back up on the inhale, and we lower down halfway, exhale. So a tricep push-upping here to warm up the upper body, and we've got 3 more. The hug of the elbows towards the side body helps us really create the chaturanga arms. Lower halfway down, exhale. Uncross the ankles, tuck the toes, hips lift, tilt up through the pelvis, and then we lower the forearms, the chest, and the chin, and we slither onto our tummies, slide the hands under our shoulders, lift the elbows, untuck the toes, cobra pose, inhale breath, Bhujangasana, exhale, lower the chest down, place your hands wide, shoulder height on your floor, elbows to the ceiling. Widen the legs, inhale. Lift a little higher with a stronger, deeper back bend as you lower back down, exhale. Let's take ourselves up through the right on an inhale and roll down through the left on the exhale. Roll up through the left on an inhale and roll down through the right on your exhale breath. Hands under your shoulders, onto your knees, tuck your toes, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Breath here. Inhale to prepare, exhale, walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, back to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to high plank. Lower through the knees, the chest, and the chin, and then slither forward to cobra. Inhale, breath. Exhale, return back to downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale, lift. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Lower the left knee down, untuck the left toes, tops of the feet press down, reach up, rise up through your fingertips. Inhale. Lower the hands down, frame your front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step forward and fold. Then rise. Lower into your fold. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back, right knee lowers, exhale. Untuck the back toes, press down through both feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the hands down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, high plank. Lower through your knees, chest, and chin, and slither forward into cobra. Inhale breath is your back bend. Exhale breath is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg lift, inhale. Left foot steps to left thumb. Exhale breath. Right knee lowers, right toes untuck. Reach up, sweep up. Exhale, frame your front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step forward, fold at the top of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee lowers. Untuck back toes, sweep hands up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to high plank. Lower through the knees, the chest, and the chin. And cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale, breath. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Walk forward, top of mat, hop forward, step forward, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down into your seat. Draw the belly button in. Focus forward on the horizon. Press through the four corners of your feet. Harvest the energy between your hands. For 3, for 2. Fold on the exhale breath. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. High to low plank, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale, right foot to right thumb, exhale, back foot 45, warrior 1, rise up, inhale, exhale, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog, exhale, left leg lift, inhale, left foot forward, exhale, back foot 45-degree angle, rise up, warrior 1, inhale, exhale, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Walk, step, hop forward, chair, inhale, fold, exhale, half lift, inhale, vinyasa, exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale, yawn the hip open, flip the dog, land in your back bend, reach overhead. Lower right hand down, right foot lift, inhale. Right foot to right thumb, exhale. 45-degree angle, back foot, warrior 1, inhale. Sweep the hands back behind you, interlace, squeeze the shoulders. Right shoulder, right knee, chin to chest. Lift the arms, knuckles to sky. Lower hands down, frame front foot, tuck back toes, lift right hand to sky, inhale, open twist. Exhale, right hand down, right foot back, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Left leg lift, inhale, yawn the hip open, land in flip dog, lift away, reach away, lower left hand down, left foot forward, back foot 45, rise up, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Sweep back, reach back, interlace fingers, unusual grip, retract shoulder blades, widen collarbones, inhale, lift chest, exhale, left shoulder, left knee, chin to chest, knuckles to sky. Lower hands down, frame front foot, ball of back foot, left hand sky, inhale, lower left hand, step back, high plank, or straight to down dog. 3 cycles of breath. Look forward, right knee to right wrist, lower right shin down. Take your block, prop, pillow cushion underneath the right hip. Shuffle the back leg longer away from you and run it parallel with the long edge of your mat. Proud the chest, look forward, lift through the finger pads. So you've got long arms, lifted chest, back bend, and then slowly start to roll down. So forearms come onto the earth, interlace the fingers, and tune into the balance that we've created with the block or the cushion or the pillow that's underneath that right hip. I'm going to stay for 10 breaths. And it was a blast of a practice this morning. We started with our Kundalini. We've moved through some flow, and now it's time to integrate, rest, and digest. And welcome in the release series. But we want to stay active here. It's not time to get floppy. It's time to stay connected to that same intention of the practice, to move around the mat with purpose and presence and equipoise, a sense of lightness. Last few moments, last few breaths. Walk your hands back, tuck the back toes, lift the front knee, step back, downward facing dog. Look forward, left knee to left wrist, shin on the mat. Right leg, we peek over the shoulder. We run that leg long down the mat away from us. Place the block or the prop underneath the left hip. Lift the chest. Take a moment just to really find that back bend, the lifted torso. We're high on the finger pads. And slowly start to lower down onto your forearms. And we'll take those 10 breaths here as well. Walk the hands back, lift your chest, remove the prop from underneath you. Look for your strap, your belt, or your towel. As you sit down on your left hip, sweep the right leg out in front of you, lengthen that leg out, and allow the left foot to arrive in the upper right thigh. As you reach for your belt, your strap, or your towel, lift the hands and arms up with the strap connected between the hands and draw the strap apart as you pause for a moment and tune into the shoulders and warming up the upper back, which we already have, but it's just a lovely reminder here with some resistance. And on an inhale, lift a little higher. And then on the exhale breath, take the strap, towel, or prop over the ball of the right foot. And let's stay really proud in the chest today. Active in the toes, even in the shoulders, toned in the abdominals, grounded in the sit bones. And then as you let go of the strap, switch it over. Same thing again. Let's take the hands up, lift, draw the strap apart. Perhaps this time it goes further behind the back of your head in line with your shoulders and lifted, right? And then as we square the chest towards the left foot, we start to lengthen and fold. Find the strap over the ball of the foot and then use the resistance of the towel and the strength of the upper arms to help the push-pull effect here that is generated by using beneficial stress to help really warm up, activate, and target muscles. Can get a little sticky and sore because we do far too much sitting. Nice work. One more breath. And then coming back into your comfortable cross-leg position, your seated position. Look for a prop if you'd like to elevate the hips. Place the hands back on your knees. Close down your eyes. And return to the scan that we encouraged ourselves with earlier in the practice. Take a moment to let it be an experience of moving from the fabric of your skin into the contour of your muscles and through the web of your nerves. Illuminating those areas perhaps that felt a little sticky and resistant earlier with the light of awareness and the kindness and heart space compassion we've cultivated today. Just allow those areas to melt, to release their tension. And a beautiful big inhale, sweep the arms overhead, reach up to the ceiling, and then come through your heart center with your exhale breath. and chin to chest. We'll share 3 breaths and seal our practice with an Om today. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Freshen up the respiratory system. Positivity, joy in. Exhale, stress, fatigue away. Prepare for your Om. Big breath in. Soothing breath out. Thumbs to your third eye, chin to chest. Thank yourself for showing up today and setting aside some valuable minutes in your day to share it with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for your time, your patience, your practice, and your effort. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of this wonderful day with the Hindi word, namaste. Thanks everybody for your practice. I appreciate your time. Please feel free to share the video or go and watch the recording on YouTube. It'll be available in 24 hours after it's done its thing. If anyone stuck around has any questions or comments, you're always welcome to leave those, except if they're rude, full of bile, homophobia, and other things. You can just scroll on by. Bye-bye. You're not welcome here. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.